Hey, we just created a API last day, right? So let's start from where we stopped. So I just had this API where I can send this to system prompt and couple of user queries and get these responses, like where it compares both the system prompts. Now I need to build a quick UI for this. So what I did is like I went to use Delilio and I can create a prompt where I explain like okay what I want to basically build. So I build like gave a prompt saying like okay I want to create a interface where there should be three collapsible area and I want like three collapsible area, one place for to give the system prompt, one for the user queries, and one to show the result. So it gave me two UI. The problem with the UI was like it is not fully complete. I tried a lot of other prompts like to create some other sample UIs. It was working very pretty well. But in this case, I think because I gave all the requirement in very few words, maybe if I give a big prompt, it may work better. But because like maybe some clarity was missing or something, it just gave me like a random UI here, which was not what I expected. But in this case it gave me at least that collapsible area what I asked for, but the remaining stuff was outside, not inside the collapsible, like the prompt areas, the user queries, the results. I didn't waste much time here. After this what I did is like I just copied the code. You can just click on the code where you can get the real HTML code here. So what I did is like I just copied this code because this is good enough for me to get started. Or you can, if you're a Figma person, you can copy the Figma from here. I tried the Figma too, it's really good. So I copied the code from here. Then what I did is like I went to my project, just created a temporary HTML file. I just pasted it here. Then what I did is like I just went to my Finder and I just opened this in Chrome. So I get that HTML here. Then I created a quick bootstrap like template for like React in this folder called the Frontend. I kept like a empty template there. Then what I started is like inside my index.js, sorry, app.js, the code HTML code area. I started copying pasting each component wise. I didn't copy the entire code and put it directly there. Instead, what I did is like I just went to the inspect element. I go to the component. Okay, this is the component what I need. Copied the component, pasted it there. So I did that one by one. So basically, like I first copied the header, the title part, the footer part. Then I just took like this component alone. Then I created this collapsible area alone first. Once that is done, then I went to this text area, copied that alone, put into the first component, copied this query area, and with the button, put that into the second collapsible, copy the result area, put that into the third collapsible. So basically, yeah, this is running. Let me see what the UI looks like. So I got that UI modified this way. So what I did is like I already had this thing here. That was like a quick start for me. Like in 5 minutes I was here. From there to here I started like doing the modifications what I need. So I have this two area where I can give my both the system prompt and this area where I can keep adding the new user queries. Click on run comparison. I'll get the result here. So this is not integrated to the backend now, but what I did is like I can have the system prompt here, system prompt 1 and system uh, prompt 2 both here. I just did that part and user query 1 and I can just add it, user query 2, and I can just add if you want delete works. So I just did that React JS coding part, like whatever changes required I added that, right? So add query, maybe I'll add one more, right? Then what I did is like I didn't integrate this to backend, but like just to see whether data is populating correctly, on click of run comparison I just printed that here. So the system prompt 1 2 and user query 1 2 3, right, that is being printed. Now I need to send this data into my backend. So the API integration is what pending. Once the API integration is done, the quick prototype of this application will be done. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll finish that, and I have to do some UI layout changes and things like that. So if you're interested to see the code, just go to the repo and you can see that there. Uh, this is like pretty much easy thing here, nothing much. What I have done is like I have some state variable for the prompt. Both the prompt I have a state variable. I have a new query variable where I'm entering the new query, and the user queries I'm keeping that to a list. So these are three states what I have. This is not really required, and I'll have a loader variable also, like to use the loading. I have already imported the Axios. This is from one of my another code, so I'll just modify this API request now and the integration will be done. So if you come down, this is mostly the same HTML what I received from the this one like Galileo. Only things I have changed is like when you get it from Galileo, the style will be plain HTML style, which I converted into the React format. That is was only 2 3 places, and the remaining is like I used the React variables and things like that, like the loops and everything, conditions, things like that. In between, just I modified those things. Then I added my on click events wherever I want, like a on click like add query or a delete query, or like the comparison, things like that. And you can see that handle comparison on the top, right? So when I click on the handle comparison, I take that values from my state, and I just pass this to this function. Now what I have to do is like just call this function, get the result, and display it. So yeah, that was really quick, and we'll see to finish the first prototype of this by tomorrow.